Hello and welcome to another video by Johnny. Chào mừng các bạn một video khác của Johnny nha. In this video, we'll do the weekly practice of speaking with my class, and this is one of my class, and we have only 2 students left. But don't worry, the others have already graduated or they have already taken the exam. So we have 2 persons left, Miss Nhung and Mr. Trio. Okay, and here we are doing a part 2 and part 3 of IELTS speaking. Right, Mr. Trio and Miss Nhung, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, please describe an interesting animal you have ever seen. Your 2 minutes start now, Mr. Trio.
Yeah, okay. I want to talk about, I'd like to talk about my sister's cat.
Sisters?
Well, and
Your
cat.
sister's cat?
Cat. And, 5 years ago, when my sister came back to Vietnam.
Came back to Vietnam, yes.
To Vietnam, and suddenly she brought a cat beside, and
You mean she brought a cat back with her?
Yeah, with her. Yeah, she
Okay.
brought a cat with her, and just because she had lived in USA for 8 years, and it is actually it was
60 seconds.
wild cat.
60 giây nữa.
It's a wild cat. And it's black and black and white. And every feet you can see with a white.
What do you mean?
And the reason I was interested in it is because it was very approachable and besides I am a cat person, so I've been surprised or impressed with its size. It's very big and heavy. And the reason I like that cat.
Oh, so that is the reason why you like the cat?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Miss Nhung, please, your turn. Please start now.
Okay.
An interesting animal you have ever seen.
Okay, I will tell you about my lovely dog Husky. He was a present from my best friend in my.
Oh, a husky, right? Okay, very good. Please continue.
Husky. He was a present from my best friend in my birthday 2 years back. He's so cute and so energetic. He always runs with the fast speed and seems to be happy all day. However, when he
seemed to be happy all the time, right? Seemed to be happy all the time, right?
Yes, seemed to be happy all the time.
Right.
When he has a mistake,
When he commits a mistake? You mean commit a mistake?
When he
commit a mistake. You remember commit a crime, commit a mistake, yeah? Phạm lỗi.
When he commits a mistake, he ruins some furniture or something. I will punish him.
Or make a mistake, yeah. Sorry, it's commit a crime, but make a mistake. I think make a mistake is better. Right. Yes, anything else?
And his face is so poor. Don't see to my eyes. Don't see in direct to my eyes. And looking that is so funny. So I can't punish him anymore. I love my dog too much.
I see. So you love your dog too much that you wouldn't punish him at all, right?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Very well. Rất tốt. Now, we come to part 3 now. So, Mr. Trio, please. How do you like taking care of animals?
Làm thế nào bạn thích?
Yeah, it's like, how do you like taking care of animals, which means like, do you like to take care of animals? Like how much you like taking care of animals? Bạn thích chăm sóc động vật đến mức như thế nào á? Yeah. Yeah. How do you like taking care of animals?
Well, to be honest, I don't like to take care of them just because at the moment I already have I don't have time to take care of someone, and so in the past I was a cat person, and I had the time on my hand.
Yes.
So it's simply that I spend all of the time of my childhood to taking care of the cat or the dog.
Okay.
And, yeah. Cái câu này cũng không có bình thành được nên nó.
What do you mean? Is it like a question that you do not find interesting or something, or is it confusing or something? Nó hơi bị confusing, right? Sometimes part of the question can be a bit confusing, but unfortunately, examiner will not tell you. They will not paraphrase the question for you. That is the hard part about IELTS. You know, you have to be able to understand the question and answer it clearly, okay? Otherwise, you're screwed. Thiệt luôn á, IELTS mà khám khảo tao đâu có được quyền người ta giải thích lại câu hỏi cho mấy bạn đâu.
Dạ đúng.
Yeah, cho nên không hiểu được câu hỏi là mất công lắm đó. Chỉ được hỏi lại một lần thôi. Well, có thể là họ sẽ châm trước là họ sẽ nói lại câu hỏi một cách dễ hiểu hơn maybe, nhưng mà họ không có bắt buộc phải làm vậy nha. Right, next question for Miss Nhung. Do you think it is safe for animals to live in the cities? Why and why not?
Well, in my opinion, I think if it's worth a pet, it can be kept in the city.
Can be kept.
It can be kept in the city and can be taken care of by the persons.
Like what kind of person are you talking about?
The animal lover or the protector.
You mean animal protectors?
Animal protector, yes. Because their self-protection are so weak, they can be take care themselves.
They can be taken care of by themselves, right?
They can be taken care of themselves on
You
their
mean they
own.
can take care of themselves? They can take care of themselves. Yeah.
So they need to be taken by the animal protectors or the
caretaker? Or the pet shop? You mean the vet?
The pet shop. Yes.
Veterinarian. Veterinarian. Oh, we call them the vet. Yeah, veterinarian. Yeah. Veterinarian or the vet. I see. So how about you, Mr. Trio? What do you think? Is it safe for animals to live in the cities? Why and why not?
I think it's I think that is not in the city is not the place that animal could live, just due to several reasons that are slave. I think that the traffic particularly is the car accident could be the reason that the animal could face off. For example, and there are a great deal of accidents about the dog in the road or.
You're not being clear, Mr. Trio. Can you say again, without so much stutter? Em đừng có nói cà lâm nhiều ngoài riết người ta không nghe không hiểu á. Thì try to be clear in your ideas. Mr. Trio, so what do you think? Do you think it is safe for animals to live in the cities?
Well, I think that city is not a suitable place for animals due to several reasons. Several reasons. Firstly, is I think that the traffic accident could be the reason can kill animal.
It could be a reason to killing the animals, right?
Killing the animal, which are killing the animal, and for example, the individuals always usually bring their pet with them when they walk on the pedestrian's way, and they hardly
ever, or they rarely, let's just say they rarely or they hardly ever do something.
Yeah, they rarely trói những cái gì vậy?
Sorry? So they rarely leash the animal.
Yeah.
To leash
They
the
rarely
animal.
lead, đúng không? They rarely lead the animal and just let them go the way or go wherever they want, and so the car accident could happens. And the second thing is about the leash.
I think
the second thing is about suggest animal theft. Animal theft.
I don't think so. No, I think.
Yeah, for
basically rent out. I don't remember like what that word to use for like the thing that we use to, how can I say, I think just a rope. We don't use rope to do that because rope is too big, but maybe just a string to basically keep the animal in check, to be in control, right?
Sao nghe rồi rẻ nè.
No, it's because of Crispy. It's not because of the internet. I just return to this microphone. Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Of course you hear me now because. Okay, now, so Miss Nhung, please. So what problems will keeping pets bring? Cái chuyện mà giữ pets ở trong nhà nó sẽ đem lại những vấn đề gì chẳng hạn? Right, try it.
Well, in my opinion, I think the first thing is that the allergic. For example, we have some people who can smell with the lông chó.
Fur, you mean the fur, right?
With the fur of the dogs or cats, and they can have many problems with their health.
They can be having, or they can have many problems, or there could be many problems.
There could be many problems with their health, which can be lead to the worst thing. Lead to the worst thing.
Okay, which can lead to the worst thing. I see. So, Mr. Trio, please, how are pets now different from those in the past?
Well, I think that there has been a lot. There have been various differences.
Various differences, very good.
From those in the past. Firstly, that with development of the standard of living, and there are a great deal of domestic species, such as
domestic species, right?
Species such as husky, wild animal, or coon, or just luxury pets have emerged, right? Cosmetical. Yeah, luxury pets had emerged. So I think that these animal, the reason that these animal arise just because they reflect the wealthy of
You
of
mean
the
it reflect the
wealth,
wealthiness, cái sự giàu
wealth,
sang.
yeah,
You mean the
wealthiness
prosperity, right?
yeah, the wealthiness or the power of the
Prosperity.
owner.
We can use the word prosperity, sự thịnh vượng. Prosperity.
Anh viết lại cho mình. Prosperity.
Prosper, you know, prosperous, right?
Yeah. Prosperity. Yeah.
Prosperous is an adjective
of the owner, and well, besides that, moreover, I think that is about the ways of treatment, more of treatment of the owners nowadays is more careful than in the past.
Yes.
Careful in the past, for example, we can the prevalence of vegetarian.
Vegetarian? You mean veterinarian?
Vegetarian.
Shop. The vet. You mean vet shop? You mean it's a pet shop?
Pet shop.
Pet shop. Basically, the vet doesn't live in a pet shop, you know.
Yep.
They are different. They are two different places. These are the two different places and two different people. The pet shop and the vet are two different things.
Pet shop là vet. Yep. Well, the prevalence of the pet shops of the vet clinic, and so I think that at the moment, pet or the cosmetic animal have a better treatment than
you mean
past.
They receive a better treatment, right?
They
receive a better treatment than in the past, right?
Than in the past. Yeah.
Okay, very well, rất tốt. Câu trả lời dài và khá là ổn đấy. I think. Okay, so Miss Nhung, please, what do you think? How are pets now different from those in the past? What do you think?
Well, in my opinions, I think the first different things is the healthcare service for pets.
Healthcare services for pets, right?
Yes, it's better than the old.
You mean
for
it's
example,
better than the old days, right?
Yeah, it's better than the old day. For example, in this part, medicines, foods, drink. They have many foods
There are
many foods drink to protect their health.
Let's just say there are many types of food and drinks to protect their health, right?
Yeah, there are many types of foods and drinks to protect their health.
There are many types of drink.
Type of. With some dog and cat lovers, they could pay $1 million or more a month to their pets. Furthermore,
more than that, trust me.
Furthermore, they could buy many nice clothes or luxury clothes. Sometimes it's the furniture, the toys for their pets, just make their pets to be happy.
Oh, just to make their pets happy and feel like appreciated, right?
Yes.
I see. Okay, so what do you think about scientific experiments on animals? Should it be stopped? And why not, Miss Nhung?
Cái gì em nghe không rõ này.
Scientific experiments, những thí nghiệm thực vật, những thí nghiệm khoa học trên động vật ấy. So what do you think about scientific experiments on animals? Should these activities be stopped? Why and why not?
Actually, I think that it's so cruel. It makes the animal feel so hurt, and
you mean it makes the animal feel hurt, right?
Yes. They can feel about their hurt, or they can be afraid.
Pain, right? They can feel their pain and suffering. They can feel their pain and they can suffer.
Yeah, they can feel their pain and their suffering. So in my opinion, I will. If I have a chance to choose, I
A chance.
will
If I have
stop
a
it.
chance to do. If I have a chance to do.
I will stop this experiment.
Right. Right. What do you think about this one, Mr. Trio? Is it this practice of using animals in scientific experiments? Should it be stopped? And why? Why not?
Well, I totally support to this practice experiments just because.
You mean you totally support?
Yeah.
Oppose or support?
Just because it serves the existence of humanity.
You mean because of the lack of humanity, right?
No, because these experiments
It's inhumane, right? It's inhumane, right?
Cái thí nghiệm experiment đúng không?
I know these experiments are inhumane, right? Vô nhân đạo.
Yeah. No. These experiment services for humanity.
Yeah, these experiments serve humanity. It's true, but at what cost? Ở cái giá phải trả nào? At what cost?
Kiểu em họ tập hộ giống như mấy thí nghiệm này mà.
Right, so you support this experiment, right?
Yeah, I totally support for this experiment. Well, right. Just because they service for humanity for a specific purpose. Well, for example, is in the medicine field. Where
in medical field,
it's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard to find. I find it difficult to find.
You find it difficult to find another way.
Yeah, another way just because it's the volunteer in volunteer is well, there is not a great deal of volunteer, so
doing experiments on human is of course against the rules, against any kind of rules and laws, right?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do experiments on human, so of course that's why we do on animals. But these days, a lot of organization, like PETA, animal protection kind of organizations. One of them is PETA, PETA, and they have been opposing to this practice for a long time now.
Yeah, I know that organization.
Of course, Họ bảo vệ động vật, PETA. Right, let's go on to topic number 6. We have spent too much time in number 5 already. Okay, so describe a family member who you spend the most time with. And you also have like these cue cards. You should say who this person is, what kind of person he or she is, what you usually do together, and explain why you spend most time with him or her. And you also have part 3 about like older and younger generation living together, and then support from family and friends, family members and friends, something like that. Okay, you have 1.5 minutes for this question starting now. Okay, it's time for the answer. And okay, Miss Nhung, you first. Please describe a family member who you spend the most time with, please.
Okay, I will tell about my younger sisters.
Just go right into the question. Bây giờ đi thẳng vào vấn đề luôn em.
Yeah, I will describe about my younger sisters.
My younger sister.
Younger sister.
Yes.
She 12 years younger than me. Now she a teenager, and she had too many problems with this stage. For example, the changing in thinking or the cognitive about the outside.
You mean a cognitive ability, yeah? Or cognitive thing?
The cognitive ability with the outside, or some problem with her academic performance.
Academic
Had
performance. Academic performance.
academic performance. She has a transit from the primary school to the secondary school.
School.
The new study environments, the new friends, a teacher, and the new syllabus, which makes her overloaded and stressful too much.
You mean which
And
makes her overload and stressed. Trạng thái của nó. Stressed out. Stressful is not the right adjective here, because stressful is the characteristic of something, right? The work is stressful, but it makes her stressed.
It made her stressed too much. At that time, she always fighting me and asked for advice. I usually analyze the advantages and disadvantages to side up one issue whenever she asked to satisfy her. Now she like to be my little girl's always need to me. I love her too much.
Okay. Okay, very good. Mr. Twill, please describe a family member who you spend the most time with, please.
Well, that's my father, and he's a strong artist and for an artist as well as a composer. So he spent all day at home to compose his piece of art. So that I had the time to be with him, and he's a cultural person and humorous as well, and feel very comfortable when I'm with him, just because he tell me the comedy stories, teach me how to draw and to create a piece of art.
Yes. To create what?
Create a piece of art.
His appreciation of art, is that what you said?
Teach me how to create a piece of art.
Oh, okay, so he taught you how to create a piece of art. I see. Okay.
Is due to the characteristics of his job, so I used to spend all of my childhood with him, and I felt very lucky just when I have the dad and when I have the father like this, like him.
Okay, good enough. Now let's go to part 3 now. So what are the benefits of younger and older generations living together? Miss Young, please.
Well, in my opinion, I think the older they can help you with their treasure experiment in their life.
Experience? You mean experience?
Experiment.
Or experiment or experience?
Trải nghiệm là experiment đúng không?
No, experiment là thí nghiệm. Experience. Experience.
Experience. I have to face. Sorry. The older can help you with.
Làm lại đi. Let's start again. So what are the benefits of younger and older generation living together, please?
Okay, the older can help you with their treasure experience in their lives and
in their life. Để âm cuối, để âm cuối. Their life. In their
life. Well, for example, when you have to face when you have to deal with the problem, and they will have the experience for you to give you advice to
overcome.
To overcome it. So their advice are so valuable things that you need to listen and follow. However, they are so old-fashioned, so they are difficult and forbid you to
For
do
this,
something.
it might be difficult for younger people to get on well with them, right?
Yeah, and which make you feel so uncomfortable and can be
Uncomfortable,
and comfort
comfortable. Hai âm thôi.
and
Comfortable
comfortable
and comfortable
and can be freedoms. So in
can be
conclusion,
free and can feel free, right? They cannot feel free, right?
you can feel free. And in conclusion, they have the merits and detrimental things for you to do and avoid.
Detrimental. What do you mean detrimental things for you?
Những cái mặt mà bất lợi á, tiêu cực đó thôi.
They have the detrimental aspect. I mean, the detrimental things. So they could also bring detrimental things too. Oh, I see. So since talking about drawbacks, can you talk more about drawbacks, Miss Nhung?
The drawback?
Yeah,
I talked
give
already.
examples of drawbacks. Yeah, the example of drawbacks. Let's say, okay, can you provide an example, like a particular example about drawbacks that you experienced yourself? Because since you told us that you are living together with your relatives, right? Which means maybe older generation and younger generation living together.
Yeah.
So of course there would be drawbacks, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, please.
Okay. For example, let me think. Okay. I'm a city girl, so sometimes
city women.
I'm a city woman, so sometimes I would like to go to another place to live. But my grandmother she didn't allow about that. She said that everyone have to come to Ho Chi Minh City to build their careers. But why did you want to move to another place? And she always say no with me.
So she always refused your suggestion of moving away from Ho Chi Minh City, right?
Yes. So I feel it's so difficult for me to change.
To change. Interesting. So, Mr. Trio, please. So, which do you prefer? Support from family members or friends, and why?
Well, to be honest, I suppose I would like to support a family member. Well, and the most important thing is about family ties. Family ties.
Family ties and bond. Yeah.
Think about family ties. That's much stronger than anything than a strange relationship. And besides that, the belief between the family members, the belief between the family members is more significant, when it's come significant compared with
compare with
friends. And the last thing I think that is the duty or the mission of the family member is about work together and help each other when it's come to difficulties. Yeah, that's it.
And when it comes to difficulty and hard time, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Okay. Very well. I think there's not much to say about this topic, so let's move on to number 7. Number 7 here. Describe a crowded place you have been to. A crowded place you have been to. You should say where you went there, who you went there with, why you went there, and how you felt about it. You also have a part 3 about crowded place, traffic congestion in a city, and how people like to live in a city when there are a lot of traffic jams and public facilities that your city have, something like that. That's it about crowded place and city. You have 1.5 minutes to think now. Okay, sounds like it's time now. So, describe a crowded place you have been to. Miss Nhung, please.
Yes. I will tell about the Đà Lạt city. Đà Lạt city is in the highlands region in southern of Vietnam.
The Highland region, right? The Highland region, right?
Highland region in the southern of Vietnam.
Region in the south of Vietnam. Region.
So a million of people come to here for visiting. Last vacation, I went to Đà Lạt in flower festival. So it is so crowded at that time.
It was so crowded. It was so crowded.
It was so crowded at that
time. Be careful with this past tense.
Yeah, a millions of vehicles on the road,
There was a million of vehicles on the road,
and it makes traffic congestions.
There was a million vehicles on the street, and it makes the traffic
congestions.
It makes the traffic congestion happens, and
because Đà Lạt don't have any traffic lights.
I did not have. Cẩn thận nha.
Đà Lạt didn't have traffic lights. After an hour for waiting, I finally came to the Đà Lạt market, and after waiting, I visit it, and I found that it's so beautiful, and it have many things for you to buy, from the souvenir to the window clothes.
There are many things, and there is. Mấy bạn có sai why? There is why. And basically there are many things for you to buy.
There are many things for you to buy, from souvenir to window clothes, and it's a beautiful landscape that I think nobody should miss if they have the chance to go to there.
If they have the chance to go there.
Yeah.
If they have the chance to go there. Okay. Very well. So, Mr. Trill, please describe a crowded place you have been to, please.
Well, this is about the New Year Eve in the city central square in my hometown, and every year I always attend this event with my.
I always attend this event, right?
The event with my friends, and it's happened in the moment between the 2 years, and it's the purpose of the event is the welcome to the new
event. The purpose of the event.
Is to welcome the new year, and I and my friends gathering together and meet each other and share the moment with each other, and we also give the best wish for the following years, and hope that are brighter, and hope that it would be brighter than in the past. And
better than the past. It could be a little bit better than the past, right?
Better than in the past. And I felt excited and memorable, just because
Memorable is the adjective that describes an event or a thing. But when you feel like something is memorable, right? You feel like it was memorable.
I felt excited.
Excited, and the event was very memorable.
That's were an unforgettable moment. moment.
That's
Memory.
unforgettable moment. Very good. Very good.
Unforgettable memory, just because that's the just because this was rarely for the time that we can have the chance to meet each other.
Oh, good enough. Very well. Now let's go to part 3. So Miss Nhung, please. So do people like to go to crowded places, and why? And why not?
Well, personally, I don't like to go to the crowd place. The
Crowded
first
places.
reason, sorry, the
Yes.
first reason is that it's not safe.
Because
For example,
that's not safe. Safe.
not safe,
F cuối
not
đầu.
safe.
It's not
For
safe.
example,
Mhm.
it's easy to be thieved by the rude person in the crowded
By the what
section.
person? By the what person?
By the web
Bởi cái người gì? Em vừa nói từ gì?
rude person, những người xấu á.
By by pickpockets and things like that. Pickpockets. Móc túi ha.
By the pickpocket.
Right.
The second thing is it is so inconvenient for you to work as well as to enjoy the landscape. So in conclusion, I think it is better to go to many places rather than the crowded place.
Okay. Now, so next question. So Mr. Trio, how can the problem of traffic congestion be solved? Please.
Oh wow! I think that there are a great deal of methods, a great deal of solution can solve this, can tackle these issues. For example, government could encourage the individual use public transport to
alleviate the stress caused by humongous amount of let's just try to say it in a more free way. Okay, let's just say it again. How can the problem of traffic congestion be solved, Mr. Trio?
Well, there are several solutions that can there are solutions tackling
that can tackle the issue.
These issues. Firstly, I think that the encouraging individual use the public transport to on the daily basis.
On a daily basis.
On a daily basis, and thus this could enhance the air quality and reduce the traffic jams. And well, secondly, I think that the government should impose the habitat on the personal.
You mean should impose heavy fines or heavy fines on
heavy tax on the personal vehicles, just because
personal vehicles.
Just because to avoid the uses of personal transport, and okay. So that well, and just because the personal transport could be seen, could be observed as the most significant reason for traffic jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I like the fact that your answers are quite comprehensive and it's long enough. So of course the examiner wouldn't have the time to ask you more. You know, ráng nói nhiều, nói dài mà nói một cách mà có hệ thống như vậy á, giám khảo ta không có thời gian ta hỏi thêm. Okay, now Miss Nhung, please. So why do people still like to live in big cities, even though there are severe traffic jams?
Well,
What could be the reason?
opinion,
Yeah.
well, in my opinion, I think there's many reasons to answer the question. The first thing is it's easy to find a job rather than the rural place. With the development of the big cities, many industrials are international companies in the big city, so it's often a chance for young people to get a good job with a decent salaries to make their life better. And the second thing is the health service. In the big city, it is so better than the others. It's easy to go to the hospital whenever you feel your health are not good.
Yeah, not good enough. So when you feel down, I see. Or
Yeah,
when you feel like you're under the weather, or basically when you feel like health is not with you on that day. I
yeah.
see.
Which the rules do the rules place can bring to you. So in conclusion, the um, in conclusion,
Let's just
despite
say
it have
in
many
some. Let's just
traffic
say
jam,
in some, because in conclusion sounds more like writing, you know. It sounds like written language. Let's just say in general. So generally, I think
so generally, I think it's better. Despite it has many traffic jams in the big cities,
despite
mm,
there are several traffic jams in big cities.
many people choose to live in the big city.
Okay, so next question for Mr. Trio, please. What public facilities does your city have? Public
Yeah.
facilities. So now we do have a metro, right?
Well, at the moment I'm living in the Ho Chi Minh cities,
It's
which
called Ho Chi Minh City, not the Ho Chi Minh City.
in Ho Chi Minh City,
Ho
which
Chi Minh.
is the biggest city in Vietnam. And it's have a great deal of public facilities, public infrastructures.
Infrastructures. Public infrastructures.
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 Um, cái public facilities là cái giống như là cái
Bridges, roads, metro, public toilets.
park or public toilet rồi đúng không? Kiểu vậy.
Yeah, public toilets also a public thing too.
Firstly, I think that a subway is established in the center of Ho Chi Minh City, and they say that it would enhance the condition of traffic.
The condition what?
Condition of traffic.
The traffic condition, I see.
Traffic condition. And the second is the road. The road is compared with the past. At the moment, the road is more. The mode is that is where they are bigger, and accomplish good a good traffic light of a precise traffic light to operate the traffic movement, traffic flow.
Not so sure if I understand that, but okay, fine. So now let's move on to topic number 8. Describe a time when someone apologized to you. Not you apologize someone apologized to you. I think we did this one before, right? Miss Young, do you recognize this topic?
Sorry, no.
Maybe you confuse with a time when you have to apologize to someone, I think. But this one is like someone apologized to you. Oh, I think we did this one before. I think so. So maybe they repeat number 8. Yeah. Okay, an important journey that has been delayed. Did we do this one?
Không.
Sorry?
Những cái này là cái này cũng làm rồi anh, cái rural.
Okay. So we did this one also, yes. A change that can improve your local area. We definitely did this one, right?
Yeah.
10 already. Okay. An occasion when weather prevented your activity.
Ở đâu anh? Cái chỗ nào?
11 á, topic số 11 á.
Đây.
An occasion when weather prevented your activity.
Dạ, cái này chưa.
We haven't. Okay, let's do 11. Okay, let's do 11. Describe an occasion when weather prevented your activity. Một cái dịp nơi mà cái thời tiết á, nó làm mình không làm được hoạt động gì đó. You should say when it was, why it prevented your activity, what you did, and how you felt about it. Cái vấn đề của hai bạn bây giờ vẫn là nói quá nhanh nha. The problem of you guys, you two, is that you speak too fast. Thiệt sự là nói chậm lại và mình mới để ý được là cái thì, cái tự vẫn sử dụng như thế nào cho đúng. Be careful, you need to slow down. Don't speak too fast. Most people make this mistake. And also, we have part 3 about weather impact on people's daily activity. Why do people do different kind of sports in different weather? What kind of weather do Vietnamese people like? And do Vietnamese people talk about weather when they meet for the first time? Okay, let's do this one in 1 minute. Cho các bạn thời gian 1 phút suy nghĩ. 1 minute start now. Okay, 1 minute has passed. Now, Mr. Trill, please, can you describe an occasion when weather prevented your activity?
Well, it's about last 1 year ago when I was in Da Nang, and my friend who lived in another place and visited me. So we established our camp.
We established a camp, yes.
Camp on the beach. A camp on the beach at the weekend, and so unfortunately,
you're talking too fast. Slow down, please.
Unfortunately, there was a storm coming to Da Nang. So we had to change the plans.
40 giây.
We have to change the plan, and I have to stay at home and finding another activity with my friends.
How you felt about it?
And I felt very disappointed just because it took I took a lot of time to create a camp on the beach, and I didn't take the chance to.
Okay, that was good enough. 2 phút rồi đó. Okay, good enough. Okay, Miss Nhung, please describe an occasion when weather prevented your activity, please.
Okay. I will tell you about I and my friends and I. This was a year back when my best friends and I.
Best friend.
When my best friends.
My best
friend and I went to the museum to enjoy the weekend together.
You mean
It's word
milk tea shop, right?
milk tea shop.
Milk tea shop, right?
Yes, milk tea shop to enjoy the weekend together. It was a funny days. My friend would call to me to hang out with her.
You mean your friend called you and your friend called you to hang
and
out?
make the appointment to hang out with me.
Right.
So she came to my house to pick me up to the shopping mall. However, when she came to my house, the sky became dark and the dark and the heavy rain dropped down. After 2 hours waiting, the rain still no phenomenon to raining.
You mean
to
the
stop
rain was
raining.
phenomenal? Like the rain is still like torrential, like a storm, right? Like a stormy rain. The rain was still stormy or torrential, right?
Yeah, the rain is still stormy, so we can go out or doing anything. We choose to see the online movies on that time and making a dinner together to enjoy the meals. Despite our first lens were broken, we can have a second lens instead.
Is that all?
Yes, that's all.
Good, good. Okay, Mr. Trio, please. Let's do part 3. So, does weather have any impact on people's daily activities? Mr. Trio?
In daily activity. Well, I think that the weather has a great effect on the people daily fare. For example, when it comes to
on the people's daily matters.
for example, when it comes to transportation of individual fare, find it hard to move in a rainy day, of course, and rainy or windy days, and just because it would retreat the speed of the vehicle, right? And the second thing is about outside activities such as sport or camping, right? And
Sport
they
or what? Such as sport or what?
or camping
Oh, camping. Okay.
or the event on the outside.
Events outside. I see. Okay, please continue.
Due to the condition of the weather, this thing could not be allowed when it's rain or when it's come to bad weather, right? So so I think the weather play an important role in on the daily basis.
On a daily basis. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, so Miss Nhung, please. So why do people do different kinds of sports in different weather? Like, for example, we do have water sports, we have water polo, and in a snowy weather we have skiing, right? And we also have hockey. Is it called hockey? Yeah. So that's in different weather. So the question is, why do people do different kind of sports in different weather? What do you think?
I think the different weather the weather condition can support the people to play any sport. For example, in the winter we will have many snows.
You have much snow. Snow is terrible, không đếm được nha.
You have too much
snow. Yes.
And your roads are so
and the roads will be very
great.
would be slippery, right?
Yeah, and it is easy for you to skiing. However, if in the winter you can play swimming or you can play soccer
We don't
instead.
say play swimming. We can do swimming. Do swimming, yeah.
We can do swimming or we can play soccer
That's
because it is so dangerous.
từ soccer trong IELTS nha. Kỹ đó, dùng chữ football. Use football. We can play football.
We can play football because it's so dangerous for you and for your health.
Football, okay. Right, okay. So what do you think about this question, Mr. Trio? Why do people have different kind of sports in different weather? What could be the reason behind that?
I think there's the great reason behind the thing is about the individual who invent this
Who invented these sports? Who invented these sports?
Sports.
It could be out of boredom.
That I think that they find it is interesting when they're playing in the different weather, or just they want to be more excited, or have a greater experience with the player in the different weather, and I think that's the difference where a different kind of sport could reflect the weather in the place or in the place where the sports are played, where the sport is played.
Okay.
And maybe it's just it is a traditional activity.
You know, sports evolve with culture, right? So basically, I think after sometimes people were getting bored. So out of boredom, they invented sports in different kind of weather just to enjoy their time and to, how can I say, to fight boredom. Để chống lại sự nhàm chán. To fight boredom. Okay, so what kind of weather do Vietnamese people like, Miss Nhung?
I think Vietnamese people will love sunny day rather than rainy days.
Oh, you mean sunny day more than rainy days, I see.
Because in a rainy day, it's so wet and so dangerous to commute on the roads. Whether it's storm or flood, people's life will be so difficult. They could be so poor with their vegetation or with their animals.
With their what? Sorry, again. With their what?
Vegetation, cây cối.
With the vegetation. Vegetation. I'm back.
Vegetations and their animals, or they can lose anything in their house.
They can lose
any their possessions. It is so poor.
Of course, life is cruel. Well, but the question asks about what kind of weather the Vietnamese people like. So you talk about sunny weather, but how about droughts? You know, droughts could have the same devastating effect as too much raining, you know? Drought. When droughts happen, people wouldn't have enough water for their crops, and it leads to crops dying out, leading to the increase in the price of food, which is really bad. But now we have too much water to handle. We have too much water to handle now. The storm is in the middle of Vietnam, and then, oh my God, it's terrible. Now, so Mr. Trill, please. So do Vietnamese people talk about weather when they meet for the first time? I think we did answer this question before.
Câu này
Yes.
hơi thực tiễn. Okay. I think that's our people. I think that talking about whether it's just a normal conservation when it comes to the first match, the first meeting. Just because it's in the Vietnamese culture, it is a normal thing.
Culture in the Vietnamese culture. Culture. UL is O. Culture. In Vietnamese culture.
In Vietnamese culture.
In Vietnamese culture, yes.
In Vietnamese culture, talking about whether it is such a normal thing. It is opening. It is the opening of the conversation.
Conversation, not conservation.
Conversation.
The beginning of the conversation.
Opening of the conversation.
Because verse mean lời. Verse mean the talking verse. When people talk, it's verse. So conversation.
Conversation.
Okay.
And so it is the normal thing, and well, that's all.
That's it. Okay. Let's do 12 now. Describe a person who taught you something. I think this one we did before, right?
Dạ rồi, cái này có rồi.
We did 12. We did 12 before. We did 13. An achievement when you put great effort to gain. I think we did this one. Definitely we did this one before.
Anh ơi, 5 giờ em có chuyện bật đi gấp.
Oh, you have to go at 5?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's good practice we did today. I think we can stop around 13. No, let's do one more. 14. Describe a job you would not like to do in the future. Did we do this one?
Chưa.
Okay. A job you would not like to do in the future. And what is it? What it is? Is it difficult or easy? Explain why you do not want to get this job. And you have part 3. What kind of job do young people prefer? Like physical or mental work? What do you prefer? What factors should people take into consideration when they choose jobs? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to think. 1 minute start. And 1 minute has already passed again. Okay, describe a job you would not like to do in the future. Mr. Trill, please.
Well, to be honest, I don't want to be a painter in the future. Although
you wouldn't want to follow your father's footsteps.
Although my father is still artist.
Although your father is still
be an artist.
Okay.
Just because I think that it is a difficult activity. Just painter required various
various characteristics, such as being extremely patient, something like that.
Such as imagination, creativity, as well as with skillful hands to draw the concept in your head. So I find it's hard for me. I find it is hard for me, and the reason I don't want to get this job just because I feel that I am a clumsy.
Clumsy person. Yeah.
I am a clumsy person.
Yeah, so, but you're good with your hand. That's why you're a dentist now, huh?
A clumsy person, and so that I quite a clumsy person. So that painting is particularly and in the detail đường nét gì đó.
Say again.
Cái đường nét đó.
The lines.
The line.
Lines. Yes.
To draw the detailed line is
It's
so
very difficult. Okay.
too difficult.
Okay, I think you are going a bit out of topic here. Okay, so you don't want to get this job. Okay, fine. Okay, Miss Young, please describe a job you would not like to do in the future, please.
Well, I didn't like to be a customer service when I was
Customer
young.
service employees, right?
Yes, customer service employees. Because I'm an introvert,
Customers.
so I felt so difficult to make industrial smiles as well as to satisfy all of the trick customer. It's a
And all
nightmare to
the
me.
strict customers, right?
It's a nightmare to me.
It's
I
a
can
nightmare.
hear
It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare to me. I can hear questions by the other people because I'm a hot-tempered people too, and
You mean
it makes
you're
me feel racist.
You mean you're a hot-tempered person, right?
Yeah, hot-tempered persons. It makes me feel racist. So I think customer service employees were the nightmare to me, and I'm afraid about this.
So you wouldn't want this job. So I
Yes.
wouldn't want this job. Okay,
So,
right. Let's do part 3 now, Mr. Trill, please. So what kind of job do young people prefer nowadays and why?
Well, with the advance of the social media.
With the advent of social media, right?
I think that streamer is the most
Streamer.
Streamer is the most admired job.
Most admired job that young people always prefer.
The young individual, just because it acquires a great deal of issues such as wealthy.
You mean wealth?
Influence and
wealth.
Influence the social and the society, and as well as they could be celebrities.
Oh, I wish the people who watch this video would think the same way too.
So
okay.
that
yeah.
So this is the most admired job of the young people at present.
Oh, okay. So, Miss Nhung, please. So, which do you prefer? Physical work or mental work, and why?
Well, in my opinion, I love the mental work rather than the physical work.
Rather than
the physical work, because it can do more than one, as well as you can get a decent salary.
A decent compensation. You mean compensation? Sự bù trừ, bù trả, trả lương. Compensation.
The decent là cái mức lương khá hơn đó này.
Okay, a decent salary. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Good enough. Is there any other reasons behind your choice?
When you do the physical work, it has the kỳ hạn, nó có kỳ hạn.
Physical. When you do physical work, there is a limitation for it, right? Có một cái sự giới hạn. There's a limitation for it. For example, nobody could have the health to do physical work for a long time, isn't it?
Yes.
Không ai có đủ sức khỏe để mà làm việc nặng nhọc trong một thời gian dài được đâu. So there's a limitation for physical work in which people could not do it for a long time, isn't it?
Yes.
Em phải nói là no mới đúng nha.
No,
remember, because I said people could not do it for a long time, right? You have to say no, they could not. Chứ không phải là yes, you are right đâu nha. Cẩn thận bị này hoài luôn á. Okay, let's move on to Mr. Trill. So what factors should people take into consideration when choosing jobs?
Well, I think the most significant factor that the people should take into account when choosing the future job is about the capability of them. Capability of them. For
Yes.
example, if they want to be a math teacher, they need to have the mathematical instance to
mathematical
to resolve
Anh toán học.
the math exercise, and then as well as if they want to be a football player, they must have
Long legs. Long legs.
they must have
No, not long legs. You have to have a good
yeah,
physique.
skillful legs or skillful legs. As
Wow,
well as
skillful legs. Những cái chân
as
rất là đầy kỹ năng. Sounds funny. Okay, so you said that you have to have skillful legs. Okay,
yeah,
sounds
as
about
well.
right.
The physical help
Physique you
to
mean.
deal with the touch in a football match.
Oh, okay.
So they individual need to understand their abilities, right?
Sorry, they're all capability, right?
Capabilities.
Capability means like ability that you were born with, okay? Khả năng bẩm
Yep.
sinh. Okay,
Capability.
Okay, anything else?
And I think that another factor is about the condition, the financial condition.
Okay.
And for financial condition when it comes to choosing the job, well, for example, if you want to be a doctor, yeah, your financial resource must be higher than another one, just because it takes time to learn or to study in the university, as well in the graduate course.
Okay, postgraduate courses. Okay, so Miss Nhung, please. So, can you think of other factors that people take into consideration when choosing jobs? Like, for example, work environment, or the how can I say, opportunity for promotions, or is there any other factors, Miss Nhung?
Well, I think it depends on the demanding of the employee market.
You mean the demands of the market? You mean market demands?
Yes, it depends on the market demanding. For example,
market demand, không phải demanding. Market demand.
It depends on the market demand. For example, if one job is hard nowadays, but after 3 or 4 years, when you are
Sorry.
After
3 or 4 years.
After 3 or 4 years, the graduated people
You mean graduate? We call them graduates. Những người tốt nghiệp là graduates.
The new graduate can lose the opportunities because this job no more hot,
no longer suitable for them. Are no longer suitable for them, right?
Yes.
Nó không còn phù hợp. Are no longer suitable for them. Okay.
So they can catch up the market demand.
Yes. Hình như là Tiều phải đi, phải không? You have to go right now. Okay, I think we can just stop here and tomorrow we'll do a bit more, okay?
Yes.
I think that's it. Rồi, cảm ơn các bạn theo dõi video nha. Cảm ơn các bạn. Hãy luyện tập speaking đều đặn và luyện tập phát âm đều đặn nha các bạn. You need to practice your pronunciation every day, okay? Okay, thank you. Cảm ơn các bạn theo dõi. Please like, share this video, comment on below, or you just need to press on the subscribe button and the bell button next to it, okay? To get notified by my new uploads. You can also follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? See you and bye bye.